Are there lessons we can learn from some African cities, particularly in terms of planning?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me start with the Rwandan case now, not a very best in context, but also suitable because they have a very smaller size land where they're able to introduce detectives in context across the space and to be able to tell in real time who is developing or who is attempting to do a development in one particular area. That is able to arise illegal development. So, but this is also based in terms of how do we, as planners within the city, physical planners, permit providers or and then all the departments are willing to adhere to this particular norms of the city. So, and I always say that there is no planning without the people. Planning is culture. Planning is city culture. And then what people bring out, or what people exhibit within the city is what we need to start thinking about. How do we adapt planning, ensuring that everyone marries? The planner is sitting down over there creating a nice drawing. The people are walking up in their lines, they don't know whether they are part of it. So for me, there is in our discussion, we have what we call a knowledge urbanism, where we find that urbanization move or city planning thinking move within the knowledge of the city residents. So once you want, and you hear about Rwanda, talk about we all have to do this. And we have to do this to have a smart city, then we all have to get it together. Until residents within the city accept that we are becoming a cleaner city, we don't achieve a cleaner city by planning. Because planning is the people, and the people are the plans in context. So plan is produced and it should be accepted and should be, in terms of implementation, adopted and then utilized by those who are within the city. So I always say the whole lot of things within Accra, we can create all the infrastructure we think about in terms of drains. Once we don't, that infrastructures are not commiserating with the people culture, we are unable to address flood. So we saw the few videos of persons pouring rubbish in the water. What is the relation between that person and then the city? How do you see it in terms of nature? We don't have that culture, the nature. So all these engagements, so we need more even of governance than physical planning in Accra at the moment. We need more of governance. Elements of physical planning embedded in the governance context, but we need a city governance than in the context of attempt to create artificial infrastructure. And that governance says that you are concerned. You, the petty trader, is concerned in what will make the city. You, the one who is living in the squatter settlement or ghetto, is concerned in what the city becomes tomorrow. And then I, as a politician, I am concerned. And the private sector, who is concerned. The waste collector, who is supposed to pick up solid waste and transport from one other place, is concerned. So in governance, everybody becomes an actor and everyone becomes someone to be blamed and someone to play a role in making up the good city. But once we leave this in the context of politics, we leave this because everybody is a politician. And why do I say so? Everyone has interests. We have interests, individual interests. You might not be the higher level political decision maker, but you are an individual who have interest in terms of the times of the flood, in terms of what you gain, and even sometimes in terms of also what you lose. So all these bringing together make up the city. So we borrow that concern where planning goes with people. We drive more on governance issues, governing the city, allowing the individual to really control and be caretakers. In a European context, when you pass and you train something away, I really remember their culture, context of water. Why are you wasting water? Can citizens question one another here? Why are you throwing this bean into the gutter? Can we question one another? Because in the context, it's the state, and we're waiting for the assembly. Why are you breaking this culvert? We see them every day. Why are you pouring sand inside the gutter? We see them every day. Can we question this? So we all have to be actors in the city because we all will be affected when these things happen. And that is what I think the debate, in particular in Accra, should be going towards, more than in context of, okay, whether it's garage or not. Garage is not to say they are not relevant. They are all relevant. But the discussion should be going through citizens' power, citizens' innovations, or in terms of residents' ideas, residents' role, and their interests. And when we chant this, you'll find that drainage providers can be maintained. When we chant this and know that the one who's collecting waste, who is supposed to go to the appropriate channel, need to send it, deliver it at the right place, then it can actually be so. But when we leave that and say, yes, we are the actors, we are the technical team, we are the politicians, we will demolish your structure, we will do this, we shall not. Because the one who is to develop that structure in an illegal space needs to be aware that you are playing a part in building a city, a clean city, or a city that is resilient and able to withstand shocks in times of even when there's rainfall. So for me, these are contexts that lessons we can learn, carrying the residents along in planning than where planning is standing, or I mean. But I only want to use the governor because the more we say planning, the citizens think that, of course, planning is for the planning authorities, for the assemblies. And then assemblies have to organize in the better city. But when you say governor, you find that, okay, we are all together. It's not government.